I used to think something was wrong with me because I felt things too deeply. Small things affected me, like tone of voice, someone's silence, a small rejection, and I would sit there wondering, why am I like this? Nobody tells you how confusing emotions actually are. People just say, control yourself, but nobody explains how. For a long time, I tried to suppress everything. If I felt hurt, I would ignore it. If I felt jealous, I would judge myself. And if I felt angry, I would pretend that I was calm. And you know what? I learned the hard way. Ignored emotions don't disappear, they actually wait. They wait until one random day when something small happens and suddenly you react way bigger than the situation deserves. That's not overreaction, that's actually accumulation. There's a quote I read once: emotions buried alive never die. And honestly, that line changed the way I saw myself because I realized I wasn't so dramatic, I was just overloaded with emotions. Here's the first real thing that actually helped me. I started naming what I felt, not just I feel bad. I'd sit and ask myself, am I hurt or ignored or feeling embarrassed or left out? Or am I just overwhelmed? And something strange happens. When you name a feeling, it loses some of its power because confusion feeds emotions and clarity calms them. Another thing no one tells you is you don't have to fix an emotion immediately. I used to panic whenever I felt something uncomfortable. I thought I needed to solve it instantly, but emotions aren't math problems, they are messages. There's another line I really love: feelings are visitors, let them come and go. When I first heard that, I thought, okay, nice quote. But when I actually tried it, it worked. Instead of fighting a feeling, I started letting it sit beside me, not controlling me, not judging me, just existing. And weirdly, feelings pass faster when you stop wrestling with them. One of the biggest shifts for me was understanding this. Feeling something doesn't mean you have to act on it. I can feel angry and still speak gently. I can feel insecure and still show up confidently. I can feel scared and still take the step. That changed everything because before that, I thought emotions controlled my behavior, but they really don't. They influence you, but they don't own you. There's a difference between feeling and reacting. Strong people aren't emotionless, they are responsive instead of reactive. And trust me, that skill isn't natural, it's literally trained. Also, if you feel deeply, that's not a flaw. Some of the most aware, empathetic, emotionally intelligent people feel things intensely. Depth is not weakness, unmanaged depth is the problem. Ocean is powerful, flood is destructive. Same water, but the control is different. Another thing that helped me a lot, and this is practical, whenever I feel a strong emotion, I ask myself, what is this trying to tell me? Anger usually means a boundary got crossed. Jealousy means that I desire something. Anxiety means I care about an outcome. Sadness says something matters. Emotions aren't random, they are signals. Ignoring signals doesn't make you strong, understanding them does. Here's something honest most people won't admit. Sometimes you are not overwhelmed because life is hard. You are overwhelmed because you have been ignoring yourself for too long. Your mind speaks in thoughts, your body speaks in emotions, and if you don't listen them softly, they will speak louder. One small habit that genuinely changed how I handle emotions is this: pause before response. Not a dramatic pause, just one breath. That signal breath has saved me from arguments, regret, guilt, and misunderstandings more times than I can count. Because reactions are instant, responses are chosen, and your life changes the day you realize you have that choice. I used to think emotional strength meant not feeling much. Now I know emotional strength means feeling everything without letting it control who you become. You don't have to silence your emotions to grow, you just have to understand them because once you understand them, they stop feeling like a chaos and start feeling like guidance. So, you are not too emotional, you are just someone who hasn't been taught how to hold their feelings yet. And that's a skill, not a flaw.